Hello everybody. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? And I know someone shall ask me, because usually you do, because you guys are very nice and sweet. But today is beating me up. I'm kind of done with my today. I have had a pretty bad day. So before anyone asks, sadly no, I have had kind of a crappy day. But I hope y'all had a good day today. Granted, I don't know what time zone you're in, so maybe your day is only just begun. I don't know. But yes, hello. Actually, make sure I got everything up. Let's make sure we got everything up. Thanks, Neb. Man, it's just like, it's like one of those days where like everything that goes wrong, and like random crap happens that you're just like, why is this happening to me today? And it's like one after the other. So like by the end of it, I was at some point you know, like I don't know, I was contacting a lot of customer support today for different things, and then, you know, not just customer support but other stuff, and at one point I was like, I'm just gonna lay down. I just laid down on the couch, and Mom was like, oh well don't let everything ruin your day. I'm like, bro, I just need to lay and not do anything. I just want to lay here and not move. Oh, I was so annoyed today. I was so done with today. And it was only like, I think it was only like 2 or 3, probably like 2, and I was already done with the day. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with today. But hold up. I don't know why I didn't hear the little jingles. Iron Piedmont's been a member for 41 months today and said, I'm so glad Clementine, the popular GF, came back. The video was excellent. Here's a hug for our hardworking, wholesome gal. Well, thank you, Iron. I appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it. Thane has been a member. Oops, I see ads. Get out of here. Thane has been a member for 41 months and said, Hi, Katori. 41 months and more to come. I'm going to just chill today because today was wide. I'll explain. Oh, maybe you at wild. Maybe wild. I'll explain in a Kofi. Yes, sir. No, sometimes it's, yeah, gotta relax. Just gotta chill out. But no, yeah. Thank you, Tane. Thank you. Severin donated and said, tweet the stream and hope you feel better as well. Oh, I probably won't be feeling better today. Until I fix everything. It sucks too when it's just like, it's not just like a thing that annoys you, it's like something you gotta fix. Like, just as an example, like one of the many things that went wrong today, I'm trying to upgrade my Clip Studio Paint, and so I tried to buy it, and the payment was like, oh, your payment method isn't working. I'm like, what? I'm like, yes it is. And I double checked, you know, I double checked the accounts and everything was fine. I was like, oh, maybe it's a glitch. So I went to go buy it again, you know, because it didn't go through. I made sure I wasn't charged. And then it's like, give us your serial number for the upgrade. I'm like, we did not upgrade. I don't have a serial number for this. So I had to contact customer support. And I'm waiting, you know, and then just, you know, so it's always just, it's like a waiting game. And then evidently my lightsaber ain't working now. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. And, you know, just a bunch of little things that just all piled up. I'm just like, I'm just gonna crawl in a hole. But alright, here, let's tweet the stream before I start crashing out. Because I will forget. My mind is going everywhere today. Let's see. Here's the link. Gotta move my arm so I can type. Alrighty. Boop, we don't need a hashtag. Everybody knows the drill. There we go. Where are we at? Ty donated and said, mine was good. Got 3 autograph cards today. Well, that's awesome, Ty. I'm glad you had a good day today. I'm glad that was going good for you. Inept donated and said, Hey, Katori, love the princess audio. Not sure what you did, but her hair looks extra soft and fluffy. Also super happy to see Clementine again. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked the art. Actually, You think that since the hair is a bit more simplified, like it's just a bit more like poofy, you think it'd be easier to draw. That took me forever because I could not figure out, like, I think I eventually, because I kept on like trying to add extra strands or like trying to figure out, like, because usually when you do the hair, you kind of build it out from the scalp. So I kept on putting like lines in, trying to figure out like what way the hair is going. And then I think ultimately in the end, I realized that more like floofy hair like that, that's a bit more poofy and just a bit more like has a bit more volume to it. You know, it's not as like, it's a bit more, you know, I can't think of the adjective right now, but less is more. So honestly, all the lines that I was trying to put in, like all like the direction of the hair, you know, I just realized I didn't need all that. It was more of like one solid shape, which also gave me a hard time when I was shading, because usually I you know, when you have like little strands of hair, crevices in the hair and like and overlapping, you're kind of able to like figure out where the shading's at. So something like that, which looks a little bit more flat without the shading, you know, it's just like a solid color. It took me a while. I was having problems with it, but I'm glad it turned out well. That was surprisingly, that's probably one of the drawings I spent most of my time on in a while, because I was getting stumped. I couldn't figure it out. I was like so confused. So I'm glad that my hard work paid off and it turned out well. So thank you. I appreciate that. Neb donated and said, I also had to deal with tech support today. Oh gosh, yeah, I know. It'd be a time. I'm sorry, my brother. Sly Coop donated and said, so happy Clementine is back. The perfect surprise. Well, I'm glad you're happy she's back. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm very glad. Okami Knight donated and said, when mom becomes bro, things got too real. I call mama that sometimes. I'm like, listen, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to move. So, yeah, no, it's all in good fun. I mean, sometimes she's like, I think before, when we said dude, she's like, I'm not a dude, I'm your mama. But I think it's, I usually call her mama, but I think like she's gotten used to like every once in a while she'll be called bro or bruh. Oh, but yeah. Nah, I was feeling it today. I was not in a good mood. I probably still am not in a good mood, but really hours ago I was not. I just wanted to like not move. No, goodness. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, good evening, Katori. You're here early. Really? I'm pretty sure I'm right on time. Aiden Smith donated and said, it's funny, this is the second time I've caught a stream live. And again, it's while I'm driving home in a blizzard. Please be careful, Aiden. Are you the same one who was like, don't donate when you drive? Oh my gosh, bruh. Please be safe. You guys scare me. Please be safe. Don't be distracted while you drive. Especially during a blizzard. Yeah, during a blizzard nonetheless. Please be safe, Mr. Aiden. Cyber donated and said, so what happened to the lightsaber? I'm confused. Oh well. It's just not working. It's not working. I had issues with it before, and they told me I had to take it apart and take the battery out and put it back in. And at first, I did what they said to take the battery out, but it wasn't coming out. But it was because evidently I had to push some things in while I pulled it out. So I figured that part out, put it back in, and it's still not working correctly. And now I'm just like at my wit's end because I feel like I've spent forever on this already. So now it's just like still not working. So after the stream, I'm going to have to give them some more footage of the saber and send it over and see if they can figure out what's going on with it, because I don't know, and it's expensive. It's one of my good sabers. It's an Ahsoka saber. So I'm really sad, honestly. I was just really sad because I was like, dang, this is like my prized possession and it's like freaking broken. Oh gosh. But anyways, the Wicked Penguin, or Babe, donated and said, finally got my taxes done in perfect sense. Clementine has returned today. A double win. Let's go. Well, I'm glad you had a good day today, Bobby. I'm glad you had a good day today. Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said, oh, I'm probably going to do totally crap with these role plays today. Hopefully I can put enough vigor, of like enough energy into it. I don't want them to sound bad, but like I'm my brain. All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do it well. So Batwoman says, "Where were you?" And then the listener says, "Volunteering. Why?" And Batwoman says, "Someone stole Gotham's precious gem." And the listener says, "What? No, who would do that?" Just put it back, honey. Just put it back. Just put it back. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "How's your family? Your mother, brother, and sister?" They're doing all right. Sadly, my little bro, he hurt his toe. So, he's been having trouble walking a bit because we think it might literally be fractured. At first, we thought it was bruised because that sucker was purple. But we're like, oh, okay, it's just bruised. You know, he stubbed it. He stubbed it pretty bad. But, you know, it was stubbed. And I was like, okay, you know, we'll just wait a few weeks. The bruising will go down. It'll be good. And he can still kind of walk, but, like, he has to walk with a literal cane because he can't put pressure on that foot at all because it otherwise, like, really hurts. And the poor little dude, the toe still hurts. So I don't think it's bruised. I think it's a bit fractured. So, obviously, there's nothing really you can do. You just got to splint it and keep weight off of it for a while. So that's what we're doing. And, but other than that, and my crappy day today, I think everyone's doing all right. Mostly. So, you know. Mostly all right, just a bit exhausted is all. Neb donated and said, "Loved seeing Clementine again, and also loved the new goth gal with the blue highlights. Also hope we can all cheer you up today." Aw, thank you, Neb, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I actually really liked the goth girl design. I wanted to actually put, like, colored highlights in someone's hair, for a while, and I thought, oh, like, she looks a bit more like a punk goth, or like I don't know, there's all different, like, I feel like subcategories of goth, even though, like, I've never really, like, you know, been a goth before. I have, like, some goth clothes, but I don't think I'm a goth, per se. You know, I was like, oh, like, I feel like this would look nice, and so I'm glad it came across well. I really enjoyed putting color in there. So, and yeah, no, I appreciate that, Neb. I'm sure you guys will be very helpful in cheering me up. Hopefully. If not, don't feel bad. It's probably I'm just annoyed with today. It's just me. And obviously the things that happened today. So. Let's see. No, I say woman. I see Mr. Smee like, that's better than what I do. When my mother perturbs me, I just say woman, but then it's usually followed by two mother dearests. Usually I say mama, and then if she keeps on, like, you know how mothers do, they keep on, like, I don't want to say pressing you, because it's not pressing in a bad way, but, like, they keep on, like, when you're like, no, I'm just gonna deal with this later, and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then so they keep on pressing it. Sometimes I do say, woman, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, woman? So sometimes I do say woman myself sometimes. So bruh and woman are mixed in. They're interchangeable depending. Usually the bruh becomes before woman. The bruh is usually me trying to be lighthearted, like, okay, bruh, like, haha, you know, and then if it keeps on going, I'm like, woman? I can't take this anymore. So, no, I feel you, Mr. Shmee. It's all in good fun, I suppose. And sometimes frustration. Ty donated and said, the autographs are Richard Brake, Carl Urban, and Sir Ian McKellen. The next one I'm planning is an actor you love. Oh, well, that's awesome, Ty. I'm glad you got some good autographs. I'm excited to see which one you get next. Avian donated and said, how's it going? Well, as I've said, today has been pretty crappy. But anyways, I just came to troll a bit before I go. Can Celeste rizz up Iron Fleas? Also, what's an angry carrot called? A steamed veggie. Oh my gosh. My morale is so, I don't even know if my body's able to handle it. Dad jokes are gonna kill me today. And oh gosh, I'm gonna have to rizz now? Oh no. Dude, my mind is not in the mindset to rizz, but I will do my very best. I will do my very best. Let's see if Celeste can take over. Let's see if she really can. Come on. She's in there somewhere. Let's see, Oh, Celeste was up iron. Okay, I just had to read, so. You know, my little treasure, you're looking rather adorable today. I say you and I just sit on the couch, you know, for the next 6 hours or so. I certainly don't intend on ever letting you go. Hopefully that was adequate. I don't know. I was like, what do I say? Aiden Smith donated and said, dang it, Aiden, you're driving in a blizzard. Said, yes, it's me. Thankfully, it's warm enough. It's melting, but it's hard to see. For the love of God, why are you donating while you're driving in a blizzard where it's hard to see? Are you pulling off on the side of the road when you do this, at least? I highly doubt it. Sorry, I'm just gonna be reprimanding people this stream. I'm gonna have no chill this stream. I apologize. Well, actually, no, I don't apologize for this. You gotta be safe, mister. Anyways, but no, thank you for the donation, but please be safe. I legit mean it. I literally mean it. Cyberman donated and said, I send you all the hugs. I hope Roy's toe feels okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's feeling better, thankfully. It's still not like 100%, but it is better. Somewhat. Ty donated and said, I got 4 suits for £1 the other day. I know what you're thinking. That's a good deal, but it's just a deck of cards. Oh my gosh, that took me forever. My brain is like working at 5%. I was like, what? Oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna expire. I'm gonna expire today, if we're being honest. Good golly. But no, thank you, Ty. Mr. Oneupon donated and said, ouch, that hurts. My little brother hurt his knee that ended him up, that he ended up limping the other day, but he seems to be walking fine now. Oh good, I'm glad your brother's feeling better. It definitely sucks when you hurt yourself, so I'm glad he's doing all right. Neb donated and said, hugs for Katori and poor Roy. Aw, thank you, Neb, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. It's very sweet. It's like time to punish everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna be ruling with an iron fist today, so I apologize in advance. If I somehow seem unhinged or something, just know that it's, you know, it's just today. Alright, let's see. Let's see where we're at. The 14th. Oh, I think of another poem from Elias Esteban Sanchez. Poem for the princess. All right, poem for our princess. A 4-part donation. We got some stanzas here, y'all. So it reads. Softened whispers in secret meetings often end in merciless teasing. She steals her way into his quarters before stealing her way to his steely heart. His visage, my gosh. This visage, bearing a powerful gaze, now finds itself in a pink haze. As a woman of rank and title, believes herself a burden's most great. For a link more genuine, a moment most vulnerable, in this presence she yearns for. It casts not judgment nor places expectation. Rather, he continues to provide his dedication, while suitors hail from across the realms. She is left disappointed and wanting. Each one bears a title matching her own, wealth, authority, and prestige to inspire. Yet for all these things these suitors bear, not one of them comes to the night, none can compare. So in the safety of the night, bathed in the hearth most warm, their fingers weave and cling together, while their lips graze and grasp for each other. Aw, that's cute. It is so romantic. It feels like you're in like I was trying to think of a movie that has a bunch of princes and princesses. It almost feels like the Renaissance of Disney, you know, back in all the OG princess movies or something. Or not even that. It feels like something else. It feels like something else. It ain't even that. More like a... I don't know, it just reminds me of some, like, gosh, I don't know. My brain isn't working. I got like a, I don't know. There's always like, how do you explain that? Like, you know when you have a certain feeling that's like that is like attached to something? Like sometimes like whether you watch a movie, like you get like a feeling of like, oh, this reminds me of this. Like you just have like a familiar feeling. I have no idea how else to explain that. But it gave me a familiar feeling and I don't know where it's from. So it's gonna bother me until the end of stream. So maybe I'll figure it out. But no, thank you, Elias. It was a lovely poem. Let us see. Neb, we have a 2-part donation from Neb. This seems to be Neko. Oh, Neko's energy. I gotta somehow match her energy right now. Let's see if I can do it. So Neko says,
"Can I please watch cartoons for a little longer?"
Neb says, okay, but not for too long. It says, hours later, Neko fell asleep and Neb carries her to bed.
Oh, sorry. You didn't need to carry me.
Oh, well, you know me. I gotta take care of you. Plus, I couldn't sleep.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cold tonight.
Plus, I know you didn't want to miss anything in your show.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Neb said, alright, you sleepy Neko. Yeah, Neko, like, I feel like she'd fall asleep in the most random places in the house. You know what I mean? Like, you'd find her, like, curled up behind the bathroom door or something. Like, she's just gonna be in, like, anywhere in the house. You have to, like, always carry her to bed. That's cute. John Kraft donated and said, hey there, Katori, it's me, John. We got so much wind the other day, I thought I was going to be blown away. It's been a little cold here in Indiana. I bet in Ohio too. Yeah, it's pretty chilly over here. It's pretty cold. I will say, thankfully, thank goodness, there hasn't been like any serious wind damage to like where I'm at yet. Like at least like, I mean, like with all the trees we got going around, I was like, oh my gosh, like is something gonna like fall on my house? Like, cause like I have, you know, there's been reports of like, you know, some trees falling over and uprooted and stuff like that, you know, just the wind was so strong that it just fell over. So I was like, oh gosh, like here we go. I was like, oh my, you know, I thought about that today. I was like, you know what, with how bad of a day I'm having, is a tree just gonna fall on me right now? Like, is that what's gonna happen? But no, thankfully, while there have been some really high winds, we've been okay, other than some like branches falling, like there, and thankfully the branches aren't thick branches. In the past there have been some thick branches that have fallen, but right now they're pretty long, but they're thinner, so manageable. One thing though is I rarely wake up at 8 a.m. I mean, ever. It's like so early for me, but any whoosies, I woke up at 8 a.m. I think yesterday, and I heard like it was crazy winds, and the first thing that came to mind, I was like, oh my gosh, because I have some seedlings outside. I used milk jugs to like kind of like stratify my seeds, like native seeds. I want to be able to like, some of them need to be out in the cold before they germinate and stuff like that. So, you know, you put them in a milk jug, you kind of like cut the milk jug in half in a way so you can kind of like open it like a lid, and then you just tape it when you're done putting your seeds in and water and stuff. And then you can always mist it from the top. But anyways, the whole point is, I was like, oh my gosh, my seedlings are gonna get thrown around. They're gonna get destroyed. So I had to trudge out at 8 a.m. in like my pajamas while it was freezing cold outside. You know, I basically had a blanket wrapped around me. I was putting my seeds back inside the. I put them. We have like I don't know how to describe it. Like, some of them I put like in the garage, but like there wasn't like, I had like so many bins. I actually shoved some like underneath the deck, like where there's like a crevice, so I know they're not gonna blow away. So yeah, I have like some seeds like in different areas of my house right now, so they could still be in like cold weather, but be safe. Because I spent so much time on that, and the seeds are expensive, and I was like, I can't. Those are my babies. Those are little seedlings. Cyberman donated and said, hey Katori, hope you're doing well. Love the return of our Lady Clementine. Love updated look, and I'm almost done with the fan mail. Hope I can send it soon. Also working on St. Patty's Day art since it's on Tuesday. Would go perfect for a St. Patrick's audio with Kish or Tagger or our gals. Oh yeah, I forgot. St. Patty's Day is coming up. I knew it was coming up, but I didn't know the date. So, but I look forward to seeing your artwork and your fan mail. So thank you for getting that together. I look forward to it. Oh wait, is this sorry, I'm listening to this. I'm like, what is this? This is a quote from SpongeBob, right? It's the SpongeBob movie, right? When Mr. Krabs is frozen. Okay, because I'm reading this, I'm like, what is going on? So we switched it around to the crowd. Instead of hailing Plankton, it's Jinx. So the crowd's, which I can't be a crowd, sadly, but the crowd's saying, "All hail Jinx! All hail Jinx!" And says Celeste, still frozen. Jinx says,
"Well, Celeste, do you know what today is?"
Looks at the calendar. Sorry about this. Rips calendar.
March 14th. Wait, that's not right. It should say the day that Celeste fries.
Jinx is pretty great, though. Celeste is frozen. She's frozen toesen. Thane donated and said, "So today I work for my 2 jobs for the equivalent of 11 hours. I'm exhausted, and today at one of my jobs I got physically threatened. Oh my gosh. So I had to fill out a form internally at the company for what happened. That was very tiring after the adrenaline wore off." Yeah, no, I'm sure. That seems very stressful. I'm sorry you're not having the best day either, Thane. I'm sorry. But I hope everything gets worked out and you're safe and everything's good. So yeah, I'm sorry that happened. I hope you rest up well and have a better day tomorrow. Sounds like you had a pretty rough day, buddy. Sheffy donated and said, "Heyo, really liked these vids this week. Lovely art in the thumbnails, looking extra clean too. Hope to see more of your older vids get sequels like Popular GF. Was a treat to see her in your current art style. Also hope your day gets better." Oh, thank you, Sheffy. I appreciate that. I hope it gets better too, honestly. I could use a pick-me-up. But anyways, no, I'm glad you like the artwork. I appreciate it. I know one thing I realized that was I found it was taking me quite a while, and it's because I think the last couple artworks had translucent material, and I think that's what gets me. I'm like, oh gosh. So when I did this last audio I did, especially, and also the goth girl, when there wasn't any, because there was the translucent material was from mainly the goddess, and then even on, I believe, the evil sorceress, she had some translucent material, and then the skater had translucent material, and the princess had translucent material. And so when I did the goth last week, and then popular girl today, I was like, yes, I was like, material that is opaque. I don't have to deal with translucent layers, because the translucency is so hard to shade. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyways, that's just my little rant. But no, I'm glad you like the artwork. Thank you, yous. Okay, here, we'll do this 3-part for Annette, and then we'll check on some super chats, because I feel like I'm behind a little bit. Okay, so this context, princess visiting after a nightmare. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I think she just had a pretty soft, English accent, I think. It was kind of pretty basic. So Nep says, "Your Highness, what are you doing here?" Oh, sorry. He probably has to sound a bit more knightly, but no. Says, "Your Highness, what are you doing here?" "I can visit whenever I like. Now please let me... I can visit whenever I like. Now please let me in." Of course, but is something wrong?" "Nothing is wrong. Now please lay down." "Are you..." "Yes, now I order you to lay down." Okay. "Now, would you be so kind as to hold me?" Of course, I told you that you can ask me, you can ask anything of me." "Thank you." "This is dangerous, Your Highness." "Why?" "Cuddling you is like holding a cloud. I don't know if I'm supposed to let go of it." Wait, I don't know how I'm supposed to let go of something so soft. I've never heard of it's like cuddling a cloud. I legit thought he was gonna say it's dangerous because there's I don't know, I figured there was gonna be a punchline of someone literally being there. But I guess it's just because she's so cuddly like a cloud. Oh, whoops, it's not done yet. My bad. There's still a part 3 to this. The princess says, well, I wouldn't mind if you held me forever. A tempting offer. Will you tell me what's wrong now?
I had a nightmare. Pretty silly, isn't it?
Not at all. I've sworn to protect you even from nightmares.
Oh, my brave knight.
I'm only brave because you are my heart. Aw, that's even sweeter. I legit thought there was gonna be like a punchline or like something bad was gonna happen, so I'm glad it ended so nicely. Alrighty, let's read some super chats real quick. And then we'll go back. Where am I? Okay, I think last one I read was Neb. There we go. Avian donated and said, guys, spam dad jokes. 2 negatives equal a positive. The bad dad jokes with her bad mood will cancel out. That is not true. It's probably gonna put me in a worse mood. That does not make any sense. But, you know, I guess at your own discretion. Ty donated and said, oh, here we go. And said, you should never say anything to a clock because time will only tell. Well, Ty, I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Mr. Smee's like, you're always unhinged though. Really? That's me being very filtered, Mr. Smee. So I'm trying to be extra careful today. Because I feel like aggression's gonna come out somewhere and it will be very unintended. Oh, thank you, Cyberman. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you. Aiden Smith donated and said, what's the difference between a well-dressed man on a unicycle and a poorly dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Ah, yes. Attire. Attire. Dark the Spy Soldier donated, and we have listener. Okay, this is between listener and Batwoman. So listener says, why me? And Batwoman says, Listener says, like, you're Batwoman. You could be with anyone you want. Oh, you could be with anyone you want. But why did you choose me? I'm a thief. Batwoman says, I don't care about all that. I don't care. Oh, I don't care about all that. Okay. I don't care about all that. I care about you. And I love you no matter what. I mean, to be fair, it probably is messing with a lot of the morals that Batwoman has being with a thief. I wonder, like, how, like, in the comics, like, Batman is able to, like, what's the word? My brain can't think. Kind of, like, not rectify, but, like, you know, like, he's, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, but, like, he's, you know, just, like, you know, he's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine that Catwoman's a thief, it's fine, you know, psh, psh. I just wonder, I've never actually read a comic about it, so I just wonder how it goes. Allie Strikes Back donated and said, shout out to my parents, married 40 years today. Oh, awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. I hope they're having a lovely anniversary. Neb donated and said, my dad was trimming the trees while I was out at work, and he told me he had to save a lot of his new flowers because of the high winds. He almost fell off the ladder. He's okay, though. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Well, I'm glad he's okay. And no, I understand. Like, I mean, 8 a.m. is quite a thing for me, but I couldn't leave him outside like that. I couldn't do him like that, so I brought him in. So, once the wind dies down, though, I'll put them back in their little spot, and then hopefully they'll blossom, and then I can show you guys. Because that's like one of the only things that thinking about today make me kind of happy are like my seedlings. Like once they start blooming, like they start sprouting and stuff, like that'll be my happy place. Where am I at? The chat keeps on flying up. Oh, Bobby donated and said, since St. Patrick's Day is coming up, could be a good chance to do a leprechaun GF. What? What? I never thought I'd hear that. Or a tomboy Boston GF, since St. Patrick's Day is the patron saint of Boston, fun fact. Oh, Boston? Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know about the leprechaun GF, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh, that'd be cool though. Well, actually, wouldn't it be more Irish? Because someone's like, Aiden Pinkos said they suggest Scottish, but I know, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do a Scottish accent. I wish I could. I wish I could do Irish and Scottish. I wish I could do both, but I can't. I slip right back into English. It's really hard. Like, I can say, like, maybe, like, if someone says a word to me in the accent, like, whether it's in the Scottish or Irish or whatever, like, I can replicate it. Like, I can replicate the sound, you know, but then, like, if I had to, like, say a sentence, like, out of my head without, like, hearing beforehand what each word sounds like, it just starts to get jumbled and I go right back into, like, English. So, tis sad. It is tis sad, because we could have maybe done, like, an Irish lady. Sadly, no. Maybe one day. Oh, Ty donated and said, out of 10, how much do you like the actor Norman Reedus? By the way, you got something for Mother's Day? Oh, do you mean, do I have something prepared for Mother's Day? I've been asking Mama what she wants to do. She's still kind of decided, but, you know, usually for Mother's Day we make her breakfast and we do something nice. I know the past, I think, 2 years we've been going on picnics, so I'll probably get a picnic together and we'll go on, like, a little picnic and stuff like that. And she usually likes homemade gifts unless she specifically asks for something. Like, if she, like, asks for, like, you know, like, something that she's been wanting, then I usually get her that. But other than that, she usually just likes, you know, like, something that we make ourselves, so I'll probably make something for her. But wait, Mother's Day isn't coming up yet, right? Because, I mean, usually, yeah, that's not till May. Oh, wait, is Britain's Mother's Day, is it earlier? I think it is. Maybe. I don't know. I know they're on different days. Oh, so out of 10, how much do you like Norman Reedus? Dude, Norman Reedus is awesome. He's such a funny dude. I never expected, like, Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead to be, like, you know, the actor to be, like, so, like, upbeat and bubbly and just, like, funny, and he kind of sounds like a surfer dude to me sometimes. He's just so, like, he seems to be just such a happy, funny guy, and it's just, like, the total opposite of Daryl, like, complete opposite of Daryl. And, so... I don't know, he's a, like, I can't really rate it because I don't know him personally, but, like, honestly, he just seems like, I'd say, like, 9 out of 10, because he's pretty, I mean, like, the only reason I can't say 10 out of 10 is because, you know, you never know until you meet your heroes. Maybe once I meet him, I'll be like, dang, 7. But, I mean, overall, I mean, I'd like to meet Norman Reedus. He seems like a funny guy. Seems like a really, he just seems like, I don't know, like, I feel like I could just hang out with him and it would just be a funny time. Granted, he seems a lot more spontaneous and outgoing than me, to the point where, like, just doing things like last second. Like, I like things planned. Whereas he doesn't seem to like to plan anything. It's more just like, kind of like, you know, whatever he feels in the moment, you know, he drove like all the way with some random like directions to, like, I think it was Comic-Con. He drove on his motorcycle from somewhere else with like directions scribbled on a piece of paper or something, and it rained, and so he just had to guess where he was going or something. I don't know. This man just does what he wants, which is kind of crazy. But no, yes, other than going on a rant, yes, I would say pretty high, 9 out of 10. Braden Plays. Oh, thank you, Braden Plays, for being a member for 14 months. Thank you so much for being a wholesome yeet. Thank you, thank you. Ty donated and said, "You're not gonna believe what happened." Okay. "I found out that my toe is a magnet. I guess you can call it a magneto. Magneto? Magneto. Instead of magnetic? Magneto? Magneto. Oh my gosh. Magneto. Magneto. Oh. Oh, it's Mother's Day tomorrow for you guys? Yeah, I think it's not Mother's Day for us until May. So around May, if I ever say, oh, Mother's Day, like, don't freak out if you're in, like, you know, Europe or Britain or wherever the holidays change. I'm not sure exactly in what countries Mother's Day is in March versus May. Maybe the US just has it in May, I'm not sure. But, yeah, so, yeah, so we don't have it tomorrow, but we will have it in May. So I have a little more time still. Cyberman donated, so what'd you get for Mama Tori on her birthday? Well, for her birthday, I actually asked her this all the way back in February because, she always is so indecisive, so I wanted to get ahead of, like, I wanted to, like, get the ball rolling. I was like, what do you want? And she always like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, listen, please, just give me an idea. Because, I mean, I can crochet or something. I can make her something. But, you know, I know so all the time she's always like, man, I have so much stuff. I don't know what to do. So I don't want to give her, which I know she appreciates everything I give her, but I don't want to give her something that's, like, she's not going to use or it's not going to be useful for her or she won't, like, you know, it won't be, you know, it'll be something that can, you know, actually, that she actually wants. I can't say it on stream in case she's listening, but I do have something for her. I did have something planned. I know in the past, like she, like, I know, like, back, I think last year, I know she wanted, like, some Back to the Future memorabilia and stuff like that. So yeah, she'll be getting, yeah, she's getting something this year. She's getting something. Ty donated and said, don't hate me, but that's the autograph I'm planning to get next. Oh my god, I'm not gonna hate you, Ty, what? No, that's awesome. Dude, to get a Norman Reedus autograph, that's awesome. Are you just gonna, like, buy the autograph itself, or are you planning to get it in person? I wasn't sure I wasn't sure how you were gonna get it, but either way, that's awesome, Ty. That's awesome. I do not hate you for that. I'm happy for you. Bobby donated and said Norman Reedus was also in Boondock Saints, biased about the movie since you can see Southie and most of Boston in that film. Boondock Saints. Did I work? Oh, I've never watched that. I've heard of it though. Mainly because of Norman Reedus, I think, like, because, like, I've heard people, like, when he was in interviews, people would bring it up, and I looked it up because I didn't know what it was, so I was like, why does that sound familiar? But yeah, I knew he starred in the movie. I've never watched it, yeah, no, I mainly just know Norman from, you know, The Walking Dead, and he just seems like a funny dude. So, you know, I don't think I'll ever get a chance to meet Mr. Norman Reedus, but you never know. I know, like, I will not be doing this, just to preface this before I bring it up, but I heard, like back in the day, there was like a thing where it's like, oh, well, if you meet Norman, you can get Reedus, or you can get Reedus, and I was like, what? But evidently, like, he would lick fans' faces or something? Like, that was a thing? And I'm like, what? Like, I almost thought it was a rumor. I thought it wasn't real. You know, like how, you know, people just say, like, crazy stuff about stars that's just not real. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know Norman's a free spirit, but no, it's real. I swear it's real. Because he brought it up himself. He's like, oh yeah, like, he's like, some people were in my line, you know, coming up to get an autograph, and he's like, and it said, sometimes it's so weird, like, someone's like, oh, here, you can lick my daughter, and he's like, and I was like, what? I was like, it's so unhinged. I was just like, so, if I ever meet Mr. Reedus, I will not be getting Reedused, thank you very much. I will be very glad to just get an autograph and possibly shake his hand and go about my day. So, yeah. Crazy stuff. You can look it up. He talks about it himself in an interview. I saw it. I had to make sure it was real. I didn't want to believe something that was false. So, some stuff to think about. Some new information for your day. Some information for your day. Anywho. Alright, let's switch back over to Ko-fi, shall we? Okay, we have a we have a 5-part donation from Bobby, so hold on. So it's Neko, Clementine, and Katori. Crap. Popular girl. I mean, I guess her voice is a little higher than mine. So she might sound a little like me, but hopefully you guys can tell. So, Neko says,
Another boring day. Wish there was something to do.
And then Clementine says, Hey, Neko.
Could it be Clementine?
What's the matter? It looks like you've seen a... And this is Neko hugs tightly and starts crying.
I missed you so much. We all missed you. I don't care what Katori says. Those other popular girls can't replace you. What?
I'm not trying to replace popular girl. What you talking about? We just made some different popular girls from different universes. Clementine says, Oh, I missed you too. It certainly has been a long... Wait, what did you say, Neko?
Oh, didn't you hear? Katori tried replacing you.
I'm not replacing her. What are you talking about? Like twice already. Clementine turns to stare at Katori and stares at her. Is that so?
Oh, is that one of those things I shouldn't have said?
Here's a cat toy, Neko. Katori and I are gonna have a little chat. Neko says, Yay! This is so bizarre. I just be like, bro, I'm not replacing you. These are just we just have other popular girls. Popular college girl, popular whatever girl. You gotta not get your panties in a twist, Clementine. But anyways, this is what fake me says. I say, hi Clementine. Long time no see. How's things? Did you enjoy the recent audio? Clementine puts an arm around Katori's shoulder. Katori, you and I are gonna have a little chat. About what? Don't worry about it. Neko, please. Neko playing with the cat toy.
I am Mr. Mousewitz, last survivor of the Mousewitz heir.
Clementine says, don't worry, this will be quick. Also happy to see Clementine again, for real. I'm glad you're happy she returned. But yeah, no, we're not replacing anyone. Any new character that we have is just so that we can try like a different, like how do I say? It's when you have a character that's established, it's like when you want to do something different, it's like their lore is already established. Like we can't go back in time and like redo Clementine. So that's usually why we have different popular girls. So do not fear, no one is replacing Clementine. Clementine is just our OG popular girl, but I'm glad you're happy that she's back. The Cobalt Coyote donated and said, also a quote to hopefully lift spirits. It says, the lotus of the hidden leaf blooms twice. Also remember, I did leave you the conversation between Nagisa and Easter Dave in your Instagram message. Yeah, I remember you said you sent me that. Yeah, you're right. Nagisa and Easter Dave. Dude, man, we all need a little Thugisa in our lives. Bless his soul. Oh, man. 50% off, that's something that can lift your spirits. That's something that can lift your spirits for sure. Oh, Thane donated. And it says... Oh, Evil Sorceress. So Evil Sorceress says... Okay, Evil Sorceress... Okay, she doesn't have an English accent. That's the Goddess of War. I just have to, like, my brain has to, like, differentiate that. So, the Evil Sorceress says... Give me the name. Thane says, no. Give me the name now. No one hurts my pet on my watch. I have the perfect spell for their punishment. Oh, and then the goddess says, that's a bit extreme, and she is on her way. Well, huggin' pizzas? And then Thane says, huggin' pizzas. Wait, so is the goddess and evil sorceress both there? Two opposite sides of the spectrum. Oh, well, we are behind again. Let me see. Ruben Barajas? Yes. Well, thank you, Ruben. Thank you for your cute donation of the little... Can't think of the dog's name. My brain's mush, but it's very cute. Very cute sticker. Very cute. So thank yous. Nebt donated and said, I did mail out a gift for Mama Tori. Hopefully it'll arrive soon and she'll like it. It's it's Back to the Future related. Oh, yeah, no, she'll like it. She'll definitely like it. I will let her know so we can check the P.O. box soon. So thank you, Neb. I'm sure she'll be very excited to see what you got her. Bobby donated and said, what's Irish and sits outside all day and night? Patio furniture. Oh, patio furniture. Patio furniture. Oh, Ruben Barras donated again. Oh, thank you. Little emoji with a halo. It is blessed. Severman also donated with another holy emoji. Double blessed. Double blessed. Dark the Spy Soldier donated. Okay, so this is between the Padawan and the listener. And it says, and the Padawan says, Dear, can you give me a hand? Listener throws bionic hand. The master says, I appreciate you trying to make my Padawan laugh. Mechanic, but this is serious. Which is true. We need seriousness in these times. Oh shoot. Oh, Ruben, thank you for the rose. Thank you. Oh wait, did I miss the first donation? What does that mean? Oh, I did. Sorry, Cobalt. Sorry, hold on. I see it. Let me read this real quick. Oh, I did. Hold on. So the first part that you donated said, Hey Katori, sorry you had to face the wrath of the Ides of March as well. I did want to say that the animatics have been really impressive because I rewatched them. If you do want to attempt animation, your art style would work really well with it. Wait, what? Rewatch. The animatics have been really impressive. Oh. So the animatic, I thought you meant like a different animatic, but you mean mine. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'd love to attempt animation. I know it's really time consuming and I just don't have the time, but I mean, I'd really like to try it one day if I had the, it just seems like it almost seems a little overwhelming at times for animation and stuff, but who knows, maybe one day we can. But no, thank you, Cobalt, I appreciate that. Bobby donated and said, why did the buffalo say to his son, or maybe what did the buffalo say to his son as he left the house? Bye, son. Oh my gosh, I can't do it anymore. Can't do it. Samus Minor donated and said, I know it's difficult to respond to every comment, even with Super Chat, but your audio really helped with my first panic attack last night. Oh no. Also, is listener committing adultery with the royal family? What? What do you mean? What? No one's committing any adultery. What are you talking about? I don't know if you're referring to, like how the other listener was like with the queen, and like, I know we've had like different, audios involving queens and knights and stuff, but this is all separate. It's all separate. No adultery is taking place. I can promise you that. It's all wholesome. It's all beautiful. But as far as but yeah, no, I'm glad that the video last night helped with you know, you having, you know, a panic attack. I definitely know how that feels. It's not a fun time. It's always like really jarring and stressful. So I'm glad it helped you, and I hope you know you feel better now, and you know, if for some reason in the future you end up not feeling well again, I hope that continues to help you. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right, and I can say with much confidence that there is no adultery, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Ruben donated and said, your content is relaxing and entertaining. Oh, thank you, Ruben. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, thank you. Bobby donated and said, 2 fish in a tank. Oh gosh. 2 fish in a tank. One says, do you know how to drive this thing? Okay, I'm assuming there's another part to this donation. I don't see it. Or is it not? Is this just the one joke? Is this it? 2 fish in a tank. One says, do you know how to drive this thing? I'm assuming you mean like a military tank? Is that what this is referencing? And Ruben, thank you for the heart. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for more hearts, Ruben. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you. Ty donated and said, why didn't Han Solo like his steak dinner? It was chewy. Oh my gosh. Oh my soul. Oh my soul. Bobby donated and said, why did Saint Patrick drive the snakes out of Ireland? He couldn't afford their airfare. Just couldn't afford it. He just couldn't afford it. No. Garrick Anderson donated and said, any St. Patrick themed videos planned? I don't have any St. Patrick videos planned at the moment. I really haven't done any in the past, and sadly they don't seem to be fairly popular among in the ASMR community, which is kind of sad. But overall, I don't have any planned at the moment. So, but you know, you never know. But at this point, it's I don't have anything planned for that. Ruben donates at any plans for St. Patrick's Day. So like me, myself. We're talking about the day itself. Not really. I mean, I don't think so. You know, I'm not a big drinker. I know some people are going out and partying for St. Patty's Day. I'm pretty chill. I'll probably just be here doing the same old. Whether or not, I know one year I made macarons that were in the shape of clovers, but that's when I had a lot more free time on my hands. So I would love to make, meringue cookies again, but I just don't know if I have the time. But yes, at the moment I don't have any plans for St. Patty's Day. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, where are we at? So Cyberman donated, and we have Tagger and Sai, I believe. But who's T? Is that just Tagger? I think the T is just Tagger. So Tagger says, Sai, why am I in a dress? And Sai says, so we can catch the leprechaun. That does not answer my question. When the leprechaun sees you all pretty, I grab his gold and run for it. What about me? Keep talking and see how much he can flirt, lol. What? Get back here. Yeah, Tagger is like, nah, she's like, listen, man, I don't know about you, but I'll just punch him and take the gold. Like, we don't have to go through all this. We're just gonna take it by force. Okay, so we have a five-part donation from Adam. And it's between Evil Sorceress and Padawan. No, this is an interesting mix. This is like different universes entirely. So let's see what this is about. So yeah. So Evil Sorceress says, "It's over. The geography at which I stand instead of stands. It's over. The geography at which I stand compares you superior. Wait, which I stands compares you superior." I still think it's stand, but we'll read it again. "It's over. The geography at which I stand compares you superior. You underestimate my... Wait, what? What does you said even... What does what you say even mean?" Sorry, I wanted to say something cool, and that was the first thing that came to mind. If it were me, I would have said, "It's over. I have actually, you know what? I'm gonna save that for more of an appropriate time." I suppose that makes sense. If you came up with something really good. Good enough to trademark at any rate. I'm surprised that was the first thing you came up with. Sorry, this is confusing me. This is my first duel to incapacitate someone. You stabbed my master in the torso. I avoided both her lungs and her heart. You're not familiar with alien biology, are you? We're all humanoids. She could maybe survive if we get her immediate help, but I do have to ask, why are you a villain? What do you mean? You're friendly, conversational, a bit demonic looking, but not evil. Oh, that. I'm just evil because I pitched the sequel trilogy. You what? I hacked Lucasfilm's computers and erased any copy of Lucas's script he wrote. You monster! It was her. She was the reason for the downfall. It was all Evil Sorceress this whole time. It was all her this whole time. Gosh dang. Gosh dang. We have a donation from Neb, and it says, okay, so the first couple of these are just actions. So it says, Neko sleeping on the floor in the sun. Neb attempts to prank her by scaring her with a cucumber. Neko suddenly disappeared. Huh? Neko, where are you?
Right behind you.
Oh!
Nice try. Nekos aren't scared of cucumbers. No, we're scared of something else. Taxes. Because we don't pay rent. We don't pay anything. We're scared of rent. We're scared of taxes. We're scared of bills. You know, tipping people. Yeah, none of that happens.
I feel like she'd be like Kevin from Home Alone, where like if someone like, you know, like where like if the pizza delivery guy came in and she went to answer the door, and then he's like looking for a tip, she'd be like, "Oh, here you go, buddy," and she'd give him like a pack of gum. Here you go. There's more where that came from. Bobby donated and said, "What's Dwayne Johnson's Irish nickname?" The Shamrock. Oh my gosh. Oh. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, "By the way, I had another mentorship yesterday." Awesome. I hope it went well. Hope it went well. Thanks for the peach, Ruben. I didn't even know we're donating peaches. Garrick Anderson donated and said, "Has anyone commissioned you to draw Warhammer 40k? No one has. It looks like it's a really, as far as I remember from people talking about it, it's like that's like really like a big suit of armor. So, I don't know if I do like super big, like heavy mech armor like that per se. I'm not really well equipped to draw in that style, at least I think. I've done like light armor, like, you know, like light armor like for some like D&D characters and stuff like that, but something like that, I don't know if that's something I can do. But I can't answer that with saying no one has commissioned me to do that yet. Actually, let me make sure before I go on to some rant that I read everything, which I think I did. Oh, I gotta reposition myself. My back be hurting. There we go, that's a little better. That's a wee bit better. Oh, Katori mech? Yeah, I don't think we'll have a Katori mech. Mystery ASMR donated and said, speaking of Irish, Sean Bean's real name is Sean. Who's Sean Bean? Who is Sean Bean? Oh, whoops, I can't even... I'm trying to highlight that so I can search it up. Oh, it's the guy from Game of Thrones and... Okay, the rest of them I have no idea what this is. So just Game... Oh, he's also from Lord of the Rings. What did he play in Lord of the Rings? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh, that guy. Okay. I was wondering because the first thing that popped up was Game of Thrones, and I'm not that familiar with Game of Thrones, so I'm like, okay, like, who from Game of Thrones? But no, okay. Lord of the Rings guy. I know that guy. What was it again? Speaking of Irish, Sean Bean's real name is Sean. Okay. Real name is Sean. Sean. Adam donated and said, we need an April Fool's video of the listener pranking Neko with a cucumber. Honestly, I'm not really sure what I'm doing for April Fool's Day. I considered doing, like, Neko on catnip. I figured that would be a pretty... like lighthearted audio that would be like, cause like any audio that I thought of, you know, because anything I thought of was just gonna be like too loud or too abrupt. It's not gonna be like ASMR-ish or even like in that spectrum of like being somewhat relaxing. So I was like, what can I do that won't seem so completely out of place but yet still be enjoyable to watch and hopefully do decently well. So I figured maybe like Neko on catnip would work, because, you know, she'd just be kind of calm and like kind of chillaxed and it'd be kind of funny, but also like kind of cute and entertaining at the same time. I figured that was a happy, you know, like middle ground, but it really just depends on if I can actually deliver on it, you know, because as I said, I improv all my stuff, so it just depends, like, you know, like, sometimes, like, even though, like, each of my audios run about, like, 12 to, like, 18 minutes, depending, you know, like, sometimes I could be up there for, like, 3 hours recording, you know, just one audio, just that way I can try to get something out, because, like, sometimes I'll start recording, and I'm like, this is only gonna last, like, 8 minutes, like, I can't think of anything else, so then I have to do something else. So as long as, like, I'm able to keep it going and we can get, like, a good chunk out of it, then hopefully that'll work out. So I don't want to make any promises because everything's improvised, but that was the thought that I had. That was the thought that I had for, you know, for April Fool's Day. Even though it's not really a prank, but, you know, it's kind of like a funny audio. Garrick Anderson donated and said, it has power armor and regular flak armor. Just quickly look up Warhammer Imperial Guard and it'll show very sci-fi looking period uniforms. I mean, if it's a uniform, that's a lot easier. Because, I mean, obviously, if it's, like, really heavy armor, then that's going to be something I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate. But if it's more, yeah, if it's more like just like a uniform suit, that shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. The Wicked Penguin donated said, so first, April 1st is on a Wednesday, and if you do, maybe a dad joke, GF? Yeah, no, that's never happening. I'm gonna be completely honest, that's never happening. That is not happening. But yeah, I mean, I honestly had no idea when April 1st was. I wasn't really planning on the video to land on April 1st in the first place because, like, I had no idea when April 1st was in terms of the day of the week. So, it's just more, like, in the spirit of, like, April Fool's Day, like, we would have more of a funny audio. So, you know, and plus, since it wouldn't land on April Fool's Day, at least, like, it kind of falls in the middle ground of not really being a prank video, because obviously it's not April 1st to begin with, so But that was where my train of thought was going. Neb donated and said, I can imagine Neko would be constantly rubbing her nose on the listener and just rambled while on catnip. Honestly, she'd probably be extremely annoying, because, like, she's just, like, I mean, like, you think it'd be cute, but after a while, you're just like, dude, like, you gotta, like, chill out. You gotta stop grabbing stuff. You gotta stop pushing things over. You know, it would just be, like, all these, like, little things where she just keeps on, like, touching stuff or, like, moving things around or, like, making a mess. Like, it would be utter chaos. But, you know, yeah. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, today's Happy Pie Day. I forgot. One year I actually made a pie, but I just didn't have the time this year. But I wanted to. Just didn't have the time. I did not have the time. 'Tis very sad. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Mr. Shmee, I need everything. Warm milk and a cuddle. That's just the tip of the iceberg, but sure, lay it on me. We'll see what it does. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help. Actually, what am I craving? I don't even know if I'm craving anything. Does anybody have the issue, like, when they're annoyed or, like, whenever they just don't feel like eating anything? Like, I remember, like, after, like, dealing with all that stuff this morning and then until, like, kind of, like, the early afternoon, I was like, have I eaten anything? I was just didn't want to, obviously I ate before the stream, don't worry. You know, I still want to function, but I was like, you know, but surprisingly, I'm not craving any specific food right now. Maybe I just want tea. Maybe we'll have, like, a nice hot cup of tea. Or do I want, because, like, hot chocolate feels a little bit, like, too much right now, as much as I love hot chocolate. Plus, I think we might be out of milk. I think. You might have almond milk, but I think we're out of regular milk. But anyways. Any Hoosies. But now I think I want pie. Maybe I'll have pie and a cuddle. I'll take that. One year I made a chocolate cream pie from scratch, and that was pretty good. It was really good. It was good. Better than, like, because, like, sometimes, like, the chocolate cream pies from the store, they taste almost like gelatiny. Like, you can tell that there's, like, gelatin in there, so that way it's more stiff. It ain't it. It just ain't it. It is not it. Oh yeah. Yes, chocolate. Chocolate cream pie. Honestly, like, I think it wasn't like we used, like, a phyllo crust too. It was, like, layered, like, really thin phyllo crust. I remember. Oh, and I remember too, I made, like, a whipped topping on the top, just with, like, regular heavy cream. And then I took a piece of paper and I cut out the pie symbol in the center with an X-Acto knife. I put it over top, and then I sifted cocoa powder over it, so it literally had the symbol of pie on the pie. I forgot about that. I love that pie, man. I was so proud of that pie. Man. It will live forever in my memories. I think that was the only time I made, like, a chocolate cream pie from scratch, and that was, like, maybe 3 years ago? Maybe 3? Maybe it was just 2 years ago. I really don't remember, but it was some time ago. And I miss that pie every day. Oh, ice cream and chocolate nib. I would never not be up for chocolate. Oh, do you guys know about the other issue I am having right now? I didn't mention this because it just seemed like a weird thing to complain about. But it's just more apparent now because more time has passed. So it's more noticeable for me. But basically, like, this happened all the way back in December. But right now, as terrible as this sounds, my toenail is falling off. It is going to fall off. At least a portion of it is. So, long story short, I sit really weird in my chair. I tend to like sit like a gremlin, or like I sit crisscross applesauce, or I sit with my feet under my butt, or I don't know. It's always just like a really weird position that I'm in. But anyways, one day I must have been sitting on my foot, and I sat on it for too long, evidently, because it hurt. My toe hurt. And I was like, ow, this feels weird. And I looked, and it looked fine. Like, there was no bleeding or anything. It was just a bit red and swollen. So I was like, okay, maybe I inflamed it. Soaked it in some Epsom salts, because, like, I looked up some stuff, and they said, oh, yeah, you probably irritated your nail bed. You might see some red lines. Da-da-da-da-da, it's fine. I'm like, okay. The next couple days after that, it was dark, like a really dark color at the top. It wasn't black. So I was like, okay, we're in the clear. Then, Christmas comes. We go to take a picture with Santa, so I wear heels, because I gotta look amazing. So, you know, that's how you have to wear heels to look amazing, but it was my okay, I was trying to look like a Christmas elf, okay? So it called for these certain shoes that I had. So I wore the shoes. And anywhoosies, I guess that's what broke the camel's back, because evidently when I sat on my foot, if you sit on your foot for too long, or at least on your toenail, you can literally detach a part of it. So I guess it was hanging on to its last life, and the heels were what broke the camel's back. And I noticed when I got home that the top of my nail, like right where your nail bed is, like where your cuticle is, I was like, why does this look weird? Like my first thought was, oh my gosh, do I have like a fungal infection? Am I disgusting? Like, what is this? Like, I was like, oh, I was freaking out because I'm a pretty clean person. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, how did I get this? Like, oh, so I was like kind of grossed out. I was like, oh my gosh, but I looked it up and it said that could be, it's almost like a light yellowish color. Evidently, that's just the color of your nail when it detaches. So it was like, yeah, no, it's probably because your nail's detaching there. I'm like, huh, great. So since fast forward a few months later, now since it's been a few months, that part of the detached toenail is reaching the end of the nail, which means it is detaching from the skin. It has already been detached from the skin. So thankfully, a new nail has kind of grown underneath as that nail like moved its way down the detached part, but there's still a part of my toe that needs to grow some nail. And since this nail is so weird, like some of it's still attached to some skin and some isn't, so I have to like wrap my toe every day because otherwise it's just gonna hurt because some of it's detached and some of it isn't. So I'm hoping in the next couple days this sucker is just gonna like fall off so I can get on with my life. So yeah, so I have like a piece of toe, it's gonna fall off. This is the first time this has ever happened to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, crazy stuff. So I guess just be careful, you know? I mean, if you like, I guess just don't sit on your toe. And I generally don't sit on my toes, so I don't even know how this happened. But I guess I just must have been in a position that was really weird and I must have sat on my toes. So, you know, just be careful because you can literally, by sitting on it, just detach your toenail, I guess. Which, it beats me. Yeah, I know, that took a turn. Yeah, I mean, honestly, despite how gross it would have been, I would have preferred just, like, an infection and I could have just used some cream and went on with my day. But no, instead, I gotta deal with this, like, 4 months down the line. It's a crazy time. It is, and it's all, I will say though, despite how crazy this was, it is kind of insane how amazing the human body is. Like, it's just regrowing my nail underneath right now. Like, my body's just like, yep, we're just gonna make a whole new one. I don't know how that happens. I don't even understand it, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. So, if it wants to make a whole new nail bed for me, that's pretty cool. That's pretty, so yeah, so now I gotta watch my feet, because I've been trying to organize my room, and so actually there's a dresser in there that like I decided I really don't need anymore, so I took it out. And so since we took it apart, there was a drawer on the floor near my bed. And so when I got up late at night to go to the bathroom and I just like was shuffling through the room, my toe hit the drawer, and I will tell you what, I was never more scared in my entire life. I thought, oh my gosh, did I just rip that sucker off me right now? Oh my gosh. Thank goodness I didn't, but it hurt. That smarts, man. Anyways. No. So yeah, there's something else that was added. Anyways, Aiden Smith donated and said, and 1 hour late, he's finally made it home, you guys. And 1 hour later, I made it home. Also, it's weird listening to everything talk about a St. Patrick's Day audio because that's my birthday. Oh, well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, Aiden. Happy early birthday. I'm glad you got home safe. Oopsie, the chat be flying. Okay, where's Aiden's? There's Aiden's. You can scroll down from there. Aiden donated again and said, I lost a thumbnail like that once, car door smashed. Yikes. Yeah, I've heard some people that's happened to, too. Just sit normally. I can never sit normally. I don't even know how you people sit normally. It is not comfortable for me. I'm actually not sitting normally right now as I speak. I'm not sitting on my toes. That's not generally comfortable. I usually sit crisscross applesauce, or like I just pull my knees up. I'm like a frog. Like I put my feet on the chair, right? I'm short, so I can do this. And I kind of like bend my knees, and then I kind of just lean forward, and I put my kind of like my arms like on my knees, and then I kind of just like lean on them. I don't know how else to describe that. I literally look like a frog. That's the best way to describe it. It's just comfortable for me that way. I don't know what to tell you. Putting my legs straight, like, plus my legs are so short. I mean, I guess they kind of reach the ground, but it just ain't it. It just ain't it. It ain't it. I can't, no. No. I'm gonna go back to how I was sitting. This is just so much more comfortable for me. I gotta be like in a ball. I gotta be in a ball. That's just the rules. Besides, it's much more fun to sit this way. I remember one time I was sitting in my chair and I was like really tired, so I kind of like curled up like in like the fetal position to the point where my mother didn't even know I was there. And she was like, where? She thought she like legit didn't even see me because I had a blanket on me. And she was like, oh my gosh, is that you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. But yeah, no. Yeah, it was actually just really bizarre that happened because I don't even know truthfully, I don't even know how I was sitting. Because I generally, like how I'm sitting right now, like I'm not sitting on my feet. So I honestly have no idea what I did. But whatever I did hurt my foot. So I must have been sitting abnormally for some reason, even though I already don't sit normal. So I couldn't tell you. But yeah, no, I probably won't sit normal a day in my life. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my hypermobility, okay? I'm hypermobile, I'm hyper flexible. So maybe I just can't sit normal like y'all, because I ain't normal. It's just not gonna work that way. I'm not gonna sit like a normie. Oh, my back. Oh, wait, hold up. Before I start ranting. Cyberman donated and said, one time I sat like a lion as a kid for fun. Good time. Oh, actually, sorry, I just reminded me of something. Blame you. Bobby, I'm not blaming you. What are you talking about? Sat like a lion. You mean like just like with your... I'm trying to picture that. You mean like with your knees bent and like your arms on the ground? But actually, speaking of like, I don't know, just maybe it made me think of like flexibility. I've regained what I lost. It didn't take that long. Well, maybe it did take some time. I can't remember when I started this, probably back in February. But yeah, I can now touch my nose to my knees again. I can now touch my face to the floor, like when I do like I do like my they're actually called, I learned because I did not know what they were called, so I wanted to learn what they're called, so I don't have to describe it because it sounds weird when I describe it. But they're called like straddle stretches, so I'm able to touch my face to the floor when I do that now. And now my main mission is to go further than I did before, now that I've regained back what I lost. Is I was never fully able to do the splits, like regular splits and middle splits. I was never able to do those because, you know, like as a kid, you just kind of like do the stretches that you're told. You really, at least at the time, I didn't like do any extra stretching at home, or like they didn't teach us any extra stretches, which they probably should have, because you kind of have to put a little bit of extra work in to be able to do a full splits and a full middle splits. So, because I've been looking it up recently on like the best things to do in order to like stretch out the muscles that need to be stretched out in order to do those you know, splits. So that is my new goal. So once I'm able to do the full splits and a middle splits, I will let y'all know. Currently, right now, I'm definitely almost there, but not quite. I can't. There's probably definitely some muscles that I need to like stretch out first that have not been stretched out before because I haven't done these particular stretches yet. But yes. I lost my place. Where am I at? Ty donated and said, I had a quiet game of tennis today. It's just like a regular tennis game, but without the racket. Oh, without the racket. How do you play in tennis without the racket, Ty? How you doing that? Garrick Anderson donated and said, any favorite Ed and Eddie episodes? Ooh, you know what? The Valentine's Day episode, it cracks me up every time. I don't know why. I find it so hilarious. Like Rolf. Like Rolf is like the only one that's immune to like the little Valentine's Day sprites. It's so funny. And that's another one. I don't know. I like a lot of episodes, but that one stands out to me. The Valentine's Day episode, I think, is one of my favorites from Ed, and Eddie. Let's see. Neb donated and said, I can never sit normally in a chair to save my life. It annoys me. It annoys the ever-living crap out of my parents. LOL. I mean, I honestly... Thankfully, no one's annoyed with me with the way I sit, because, I mean, I honestly, even if they were, like, they'd probably just be having a bad time because I'm gonna be sitting the way I sit. But, yeah, I definitely, I don't sit normally in chairs. Like, even in doctor's offices, like, if I'm sitting there for a long time, I can't. So I'm usually sitting crisscross applesauce in the chair, because I can't. I just can't. I'm just like, listen, man, if I'm gonna wait here for, like, an hour, like, I'm not sitting like that. So no, I feel you, man. I will not sit like a normie. I can't do it. It annoys the living crap out of my parents. I wonder why it annoys them. It's not like they're sitting like you. You can sit how you want. Neb donated and said, I've been trying to do more stretches. Any recommendations? I guess it depends on what you're looking to do. I mean, because, like, there's obviously, like, full body stretches, you know, that you do to kind of, like, you know, just kind of, like, the stretches that I'm doing in particular are geared more towards, like, my leg flexibility, like, you know, like, my thighs, my hamstrings, you know, stuff like that, and, like, you know, like, my inner thighs, I don't know what that area is called, but, like, you know, all the muscles there are the ones I'm trying to stretch out, so I guess it depends, like, if you're looking, you know, like, if you're looking to stretch out your arms, or if you're looking to stretch out your back, or, you know, whatever, like, the stretches that I'm doing are more geared towards my legs, so that way I can do, you know, like, splits and have better, you know, flexibility for, like, back bends and other stuff like that. But I will say the one, like, I don't know what to call these stretches, because, like, it's like, I mean, I know I usually do, you know, I think it's called the straddle stretch. That's the one I do a lot. And then I do, you know, obviously I always, like, you know, like I sit on the ground, try to touch my toes, and I grab my feet and I pull them back to kind of stretch out my calves. And then, honestly, I don't know what to call anything, because I learned these stretches over time, but I never knew what they were called. There's something out that I do to like really stretch out my hips, but I don't know what to call it, and if I describe it, it's gonna sound mega sus. So I guess like my best recommendation for you is to kind of just like, it says I'm looking to do back and leg stretches. There's like certain lunge stretches that you can do that will stretch out your legs. I mean, not like actual lunges, but it's kind of like you kind of stand with like your legs somewhat spread apart, and then you kind of like lean to the side where you're bending your leg kind of. It's hard to describe it. I feel like I'd have to give a visualization, because when I just describe it, you're like, what are you doing? But yeah, I mean, basically what I've looked up are like, you know, let me make sure I'm saying this right. They're called straddle stretches. Yeah, it's called, yeah, straddle stretches. Yeah, I'm mainly looking up stretches for. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, I'm not. Oh, sorry. It's called a seated straddle stretch. My bad. But yeah, I look up stuff for like, you know, best stretches for middle splits, best stretches for splits, best stretches for, you know, straddle splits and all that. So like, I'm doing a lot of stuff for like my legs are mostly open, and I'm either like stretching from side to side, or, you know, have you ever done the butterfly? You ever heard of that? It's like where you like kind of sit down and you kind of put your feet together. It's not like you're doing crisscross applesauce, but like you're kind of like bending your knees and you're putting your feet together in front of you, and then you kind of like, you know, move your thighs up and down until it looks like a butterfly. I don't know how else to describe that. And then usually you lean forward, and then you'll feel a stretch like in your inner thigh. I do that a lot. That actually seems to help the most. So but yeah, so I guess just I would recommend looking up stuff and seeing like what would suit you the best, especially if you're looking. I don't know any back stretches, I will say. So I wish I wish I could show you, because I know I do quite a bit, but it's kind of hard to describe. I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, mostly I'm always stretching out like my inner thighs, because that's the part that's the most like tense, especially when you're trying to do a splits or your calves and stuff. So hopefully that all makes sense. I wish I could be more descriptive or give you a better outlook as to what the heck I'm doing, but it's kind of hard to describe. Garrick Anderson donated and said, any characters from the show you'd hang out with? From Ed and Eddie? Double D for sure. Double D. He's like, well, Double D or Ralph. I feel like Ralph would be kind of fun to hang out with, because, you know, like, I feel like I'm just so interested in like what his life is like. I have like so many questions. So that or Double D. Double D seems like a really nice guy. He's just kind of like, you know, I mean, like, he obviously, while being a very anxious and like very knowledgeable person, I think he'd be fun to hang out with. And Ralph. I those two. I like them too, from Ed and Eddie. Mitch donated and said, GF said I had no home decor skills, so to prove her wrong, I put up a poster of Tyrion Lannister wielding his crossbow on the bathroom door. What? Tyrion Lannister. I mean, that's the guy from Game of Thrones, right? That's the guy from Game of Thrones, right? The only thing I'm most familiar with is Brienne of Tarth. That's just, she's amazing, and so I've watched tons of clips of her. Wait, Brienne of Tarth, wait, that Tyrion Lannister, that's the guy that, like, traveled with her, right? I think. But anyways. I don't know everything about Tyrion Lannister, so I cannot say if that is good decor or not, but I hope it is. Ty donated and said, what do you call a wizard who's really bad at football? Fumbledore. Oh my gosh. Oh no. But yeah, Neb, sorry I couldn't describe that better. I know I've said previously, like, oh yeah, Neb, just ask, I'll tell you what I do. But as I realized as I describe it, I'm like, man, like, how, like, describing it is just not gonna cut it, because if someone described a stretch to you, you're like, what? I feel like you need a visual, so, I'd recommend looking up YouTube videos, I think, because that's where I started. Other than like my usual routine, I looked up some extra stretches to help out stretching out more of my legs. There's definitely certain lunge ones where like you're kind of like almost like in the lunge formation where you have like one knee bent that's like up, and you have like one leg up in the front, like almost like, you know, like half bent, and the other one's like down on the ground, almost like if you're kneeling to propose, like that kind of thing. But instead you're leaning more forward and your back leg is going to be a bit more straight, so it's like almost level with the ground because you're really trying to stretch out that thigh in the back one. I do that a lot. Really trying to stretch it. But yeah, I mean, mostly other stretches are basically just trying to see how low can you go. Do a split, see how low can you go. Do a middle split, see how low can you go. And then you kind of hold it like where your threshold is at, and you want to hold it for around 30 seconds, you know, because you want to get it a good stretch in there. And then you take a break, and then you do it for another 30 seconds. Ali donated and said, always be careful with stretching. Straining a muscle takes a long time to heal. Experiencing it for a whole month now. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not gonna like push myself down to the ground to do the splits. That's not gonna help anything. That's gonna, yeah, I mean, I'm not looking, my first goal was to kind of like regain the flexibility that I lost that I previously had. So I did that, and so now I'm trying to see if I can, you know, push the goal further. Like, why not shoot for the stars? I've always wanted to do the splits. So yeah, no, I'm not looking to, I mean, once it starts hurting, that's kind of like where you kind of stop. I mean, obviously you don't want to like, you know, not push yourself at all, but you know, there's a good middle ground. So yeah, no, I'm not looking to hurt myself. I am looking to broaden my horizons. Oh, Mitch donated and said, Nephew got in trouble at school this week for asking if a blind couple has children. Who watches them? Oh my gosh. God knows what'll happen when brother plus sister-in-law find out it was me that told him this joke. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure there's some, you know, practical ways to watch your children despite not having sight. I'm sure it definitely makes things slightly more difficult. But you know, I'm sure. Yeah. You're the one that told him that joke? Well, my good sir, I wish you good luck on that one. Ba-ba-bum. But yeah, I think another thing I always wanted to learn was I can do the handstands, you know, stand on my hands, but I could never like walk, like how some people can like actually walk in a handstand. I was like, that'd be so cool. I always thought Ty Lee was so cool for Avatar: The Last Airbender in terms of like her acrobatics. Obviously, her fighting skills are something that's like way above par of what I'm looking for, but like just like flexibility wise, I'm like, that's so dang cool, walking on your hands and kind of like just like it was just like other things, you know, where she's just basically like a pretzel, and I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, we're gonna shoot for that, because quite frankly, I know a lot of people, which I mean, it really depends, it's person basis, but like in general terms, I know like sometimes people are like, oh well, if you're just flexible, you're flexible, but it's honestly just repetition. Anyone can literally be flexible if you stretch enough. You know, if you like continuously stretch and build up your flexibility, it's something that can be, you know, that can be learned basically for anyone, as long as you're consistent and, you know, you do the right stretches, and you know, like, yeah, it's basically just consistency. So, and obviously not hurting yourself, but, you know, and obviously some people might have medical conditions, which, you know, won't make that possible. But as I said, in general terms, anyone can be pretty flexible. Anyone can, because believe me, about a month ago, I was like, man, I've lost it all. But I guess I didn't. You just gotta stretch. It's actually surprising how tight your muscles are, and you don't even realize it. I mean, goodness gracious. Like, I could almost barely touch my toes. Like, when I sat on the ground and, like, leaned forward, like, my fingertips touched my toes, and I was like, that is not good. Because before, I could grasp my whole foot. and I could touch my nose to my knees, and now I look pathetic. So just take some time. Just take some time. Oh, that cracked. That was my back. I don't think you guys heard that. That was really a low crack, but I felt it. Gotta reposition. Oh, hold up. We got 2. Mitch donated and said, new guy started to work at my workplace this week. He's 1/3 special, one third okay, and 1/3 Asian. So he really is a special occasion to work with. Oh my gosh. I will admit that is a pretty good play on words. Oh my gosh. Neb donated and said, I'm just looking into new ways to not feel so stiff. Thank you for the suggestions. I have been doing some leg warm-ups, just seeing what I can move forward to, trying to practice more self-care. Actually, I will... Oh, don't forget about the Kofis. I'm sorry, Thane, you're right. Before I go to the Kofis, I will say this. Before, my calves would hurt a lot. Like, they felt extremely stiff a lot because... You know, I'm sitting for a good portion of my day because, you know, I'm either, you know, recording or I'm editing or I'm drawing or what have you. So a lot of that requires me to sit. You know what I mean? I'm not moving a lot. So, but ever since I started doing these stretches, like doing these leg stretches, like every single day, my calves have not hurt like in the past 2 weeks, which has been pretty interesting. Yeah, so despite, you know, like in the beginning, they still hurt a bit, but it's just because, you know, well, first of all, they're gonna be a bit tense to begin with, you know, once you start, you want to push yourself just a little bit every single time, you know, you want to feel the stretch, you know, and well, not in like excruciating pain, but, you know, you want to feel the stretch. So, so afterwards, you might feel a tad bit sore the next day, but, you know, you want to stretch every day, you know, you just keep on stretching, and yeah, it was, yeah, no, my calves do not hurt anymore. They do not feel stiff, which is pretty crazy. All right. Sheffy donated and said, funny enough, I sit in a similar way on my chair. I've always sit with my left foot under my right thigh, kind of like Indian style sitting. It's just stupid comfy. Yeah, it's same. Like, I mean, I shift a lot. Like, like right now I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I will, yeah, like sit like that with like one foot under a thigh, or like, you know, like I'm pretty crazy. I'm pretty crazy when it comes to sitting on a chair. So yeah, my man, I understand. It's just more comfy that way. I feel more comfy. 'Tis more comfy. Thane donated, and this is between Evil Sorceress and the Goddess. So Evil Sorceress says, I got them. No one hurts my pet. And what are you planning to do? I'm going to cast Fireball on them. Do you know what's better than one fireball? 2 fireballs. I knew I liked you somewhere. Cast Fireball with Goddess, and things like, wow. Guess you didn't expect that coming from the Goddess, but hey, no one messes with her chosen. She could be a pretty vengeful goddess. Iron donated and said, since Clementine returned today, I remembered this question I've been meaning to ask. What is her top called? I've been meaning to draw her, but I can never figure out the name of it. Speaking of which, how did you come up with her design? She's really pretty, lol. You know, I don't know. I kind of just doodle. I mean, I made her, what, like 4 years ago? Or somewhere around there. Yeah, I was just doodling around, and I thought, like, I figured like her top would be probably like somewhat trendy looking, so I was trying to like make it look unique, like where like now as far as what it's called, I don't know, but I think it's called like cold shoulder sleeve top, I think. And the only reason I know that is because I was trying to look for a shirt that looked exactly like hers for the calendar, and I could not find one, which is why in the calendar, the shirt is different. But yeah, I believe it's called cold shoulder sleeved top, because you still want the sleeves, but it's a cold shoulder, so the shoulders are cut out. So I believe it's called cold shoulder sleeve top. But yeah, I kind of made up the top, but I believe that's what it's called. But yeah, I wish I had more to say about her. I made a lady, and at the time we chose purple because we purely used like only blue for tops at that point. It was always blue, and I kind of stuck with blue tank tops or blue t-shirts because it was like the channel avatar type thing. And then so I was like, oh, we have a popular girl. She's probably a bit more into some girlyish things. I'm like, so instead of blue, we'll go purple. That's like a mixture between pink and blue, right? So purple. So that's how she got her purple top. And then I think I just gave her a heart necklace because I figured like she probably was, just like into like cute accessories. So heart necklace. I don't know, it seems like a very popular girl thing to wear, right? Like, like in high school, the popular girls would have their little heart necklaces and they put their high school sweetheart in there or something. I don't know. That was like the connotation I had in my head. So yeah, that's probably from if I had to like think back to that time, that's probably what I was going for, I think. So hopefully that gives some insight. Oh, Inept donated, and this is between Neko and Evil Sorceress. So Neko says,
how do I get in the bathroom?
You'll need to get the key from the armor hall, but you'll need a decoy key because the walls crush you if you don't replace it.
What's wrong with you?
I'm making bio-organic weapons, so a lot.
What?
Zombies, and much worse.
I'm calling the police.
Good. I need something to test them against.
And then Inept says, I've been playing Resident Evil 1, and it's funny thinking about how people live and work with all their keys hidden behind puzzles. Oh. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I think I know what you're talking about. All them hidden keys. The keys be hidden. The guy donated and said, just stopping in and saying hi. Well, hello, guy. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh, I see ads. Get out of here, you ads. Get out of here. Ooh, that was a crack. For some reason, like... Ooh. Probably need to roll out my back. Also, another thing, if your guys' backs like just like are like mine and they just like kind of always feel stiff or kind of meh, or like there's like pain like in your upper back or in your lower back, I'd recommend getting a foam roller. You can actually use the foam roller on basically anything. Like you can use it on your thighs, your legs, like sometimes you can, it's recommended to like, roll out your muscles to get them warmed up and help them from being stiff. So like sometimes you can roll out like your upper thigh, the lower thigh, even like your, calves or whatever. But I also use it to roll out my back. So it's foam, but it's like a really dense hard foam. So it's a big roller and you kind of lay on it and then you kind of like scooch up and down. So the roller like will, the gravity of your body on it, it will kind of like push against your back. And you hear like all these little pops and it's amazing. Because my back sounds like popcorn when I'm on that thing. Pops some things back into place. The guy donated and said, just started watching Spy X Family. Pretty good so far. What is it that you don't like about Dub Lloyd's voice? I mean, here's the thing. There's nothing like wrong in particular with like the voice itself. It's more so like if we're basing it off of Lloyd's voice, right? From the original anime, that voice, it sounds very deep. It sounds very intimidating. It's a very deep voice. And the voice that they gave Lloyd for the English dub is not like that at all. So like when I listen to that, I'm like, that's not Lloyd. You know what I mean? There have been some dubs like where I've watched both, right? Like I've watched both like like, I think for Hetalia, I've watched both the dub and the sub because when newer episodes came out, it wasn't dubbed yet. And when I listened to both, I could see like how they sounded similar. I mean, obviously, like with the, with Japanese and, the accents being completely different, they're going to sound different, but like the general like aura that they give off in like tone were pretty similar, like very much the same. But like for Lloyd, like I feel like I'm listening to someone else. I'm like, this isn't Lloyd. Like, I'm not intimidated by you. Like it just sounds like, it just sounds like an average nice guy, but it doesn't sound like Lloyd to me. Does that make sense? So, since, like, I already had envisioned that Lloyd's voice was a deep, intimidating voice, I listened to that voice and I'm like, who is this? Who am I listening to? Who is this guy? So, that is one of the reasons. Gatori's a weeb is the problem? Bro, I've been a weeb my whole life. And I never intend to stop, so, I accept that. I accept about being a problem. I enjoy destruction. I enjoy causing dismay. Where am I at? Here we go. Avian donated and said, Neko doing her best Batman impression, saying, oh, so you want Neko to say this. So you want Neko to say,
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Bat Neko.
Are you feeling better at all now? I mean, I feel slightly better. I mean, I know after stream, I'm still gonna have to deal with stuff regardless, so kind of dreading that, honestly. So I still feel a bit exhausted, but it's been nice to chat and try not to think about all the things I gotta do. But but no, I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate it. You're only a new weeb? What are you talking about, Neb? Really? From what I can tell, I figured you were a weeb, like, for a very, very long time. At least it seemed to me that you were into a lot of, like, shows that, a lot of us have been into since we were kids. At least I think so. Unless you recently just got into, like, cartoons and anime and, that type of, media. Either way, if you have just gotten into it, you've amassed quite a bit of knowledge in just a short amount of time. Unless you just mean like anime culture. Maybe you just mean anime. I feel like I need to roll out my lower back. Katori is stereotyping? Bruh, I've been stereotyping since the day I was born. Yeah, my family does too, man. I always told the story about when I went to a family reunion, and he's not really my uncle, but we call him uncle. But my uncle, on my Mexican side, like I was telling, I think I told the story before where I was like, oh yeah, like it's crazy how like they say that like, Mexicans carry switchblades and stuff, right? And he's like, what, mija? Of course we do. Pulls out a switchblade. I'm like, put that away! Oh my gosh, dang it. Gosh, freaking dang it. It was funny though. It was funny. And then he poked it. He stabbed his water bottle with it. And then for the rest of the time, he was using it to like he was squirting it on people and then pretending to drink it. So then when they turned around, they were like, what? They're like, what just? So he was doing that the whole time. He was doing that the whole time. I found that freaking hilarious. Okay, let me check on Kofi real quick. Oh, Cyberman. Who's Larry? Sorry, I see Larry. I think there's a Larry in this. I'm just skimming. So I don't know who that is. So I don't know what voice Larry's gonna have, but we'll see. So we have Neko. Okay, so Neko says,
So, Sai, you're not still mad about how I rat you out to Korra, right?
and Sai says, oh no, my silly Neko. In fact, I got something for you. Neko says,
Oh, what is it?
Sai says, meet Larry Larry the cucumber? I don't know how to do Larry's voice. Larry says, hello. Oh, hello, Neko. Neko in fear, I guess, screams, no.
Keep him away from me.
And then Sai says, get her, Larry. So then Larry chases Neko, and I guess Neko screams, which we're not going to scream into the mic, but she is screaming. What? Larry where is this coming from? Larry the cucumber. That would have not been on my bingo card for this week. I would never have guessed. Wise Archangel donated and said, RDR2 Uncle mentioned. RDR2, hold on. Red Dead Redemption 2 Uncle mentioned? What? You mean like how I was talking about my uncle? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Why is there one in Red Dead Redemption 2 that sounds like that? Probably funny guy. Mr. Friends donated and said, good evening, how's your week been? Well, my week's been alright. Today's been kind of a crappy day. but no, other than that, I mean, I did get to plant some seedlings, so I am hopeful for those. Okay, I think let me just double check that I didn't skip over anybody's Ko-fi, because I know sometimes I do that by accident. I think we got everything. I think we're good. Thank goodness, because we're actually rounding up almost on 8 o'clock, so I am all caught up. Oh goodness, my apologies. But anywho, well, I got y'all here. I'll probably be making an announcement tomorrow or maybe on Monday or sometime during the week. I thought I'd try out this new schedule, but I think I'll probably going back to what I did before, just Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't completely decided, but I think I'm going to lean towards that. I thought about trying it out for another week, but I think I'm just going to go for Tuesdays and Fridays back to the old schedule. I think that's something that I'll be doing, but it won't be confirmed until I make an announcement. So I probably won't be announcing until like maybe tomorrow or Monday, but thought I'd just give you guys the heads up now. Not that it really matters too much, but probably will be going back to that. And I think that's about it in terms of announcements. I was trying to think if there's anything else I needed to say. I don't think so. Oh, I did see the manufacturer that I buy my stuff from. I got like a notification that they are now selling card boxes, like boxes for like, you know, like cards. So like I was like, oh, like, so I have to check the size to be sure that, because at first they only like they only sold like a certain like size of card, and now they sell different sizes. So I got to make sure it fits the cards that we have. But if we do, I might be able to make boxes so you guys could put the trading cards in the boxes. So I thought that was really cool. So I still have to come up with a design for it, but I recently just saw that and I thought, oh, that's so awesome. Like we can, you know, now have a place to put our cards. We can have like an official Wholesome Girlfriend card box, you know, like you know, like a little box that like a deck of cards would come in. You know what I mean? But anywho, yeah. Oh, Neb donated and said, well, according to you, I guess I've always been a weeb, but I'm proud of it. Yes, be proud of being a weeb. Be proud. Be proud of your weebness. Sly Coop donated and said, yeah, Fridays work better for me. Well, I'm glad they work better for you. Avian donated and said, Dad jokes GF when? That is never happening. It is not happening. It is never happening. It is not happening. Bobby donated and said, mind saying something nice to Neb and I as Neko. Next week's going to be a thing. And I would love something nice and encouraging. Oh, so just like a tough week next week. Sorry, when you said a thing, I was like, is something happening next week? But okay. So you want Neko to say something nice to Neb and you, so.
Well, y'all, I know next week might be a little tiring and kind of exhausting. You gotta do a lot of work, but I believe in you guys. I know you guys, you have a lot of determination, and you guys always try your best, which is something I admire. So, just do your best, y'all, and know I'll be cheering for you along the sidelines. I believe. She believes in all y'all.
Sly Coop donated and said, one more week and I'll be able to get the calendar. Oh, awesome! And also, thank you for supporting the calendar. I almost said challenger. Thank you for supporting the channel by getting the calendar. I really appreciate it. So thank you, thank you. But, yeah, I think that's about it. So, in case you are new, I know some people have said like this is only their second time coming to the stream. So if you are, welcome. We usually end around 8 p.m. And if you are new, just know that at the end of my stream, which has somehow become a tradition, I don't know how, but it has. But my mother has come down every time to say hello to you all before we end the stream. So she is here to say hello.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great evening. I see there's a couple people saying hello to me in chat that I didn't say hello to before because they didn't say it till now. So hello Sly Coop and... Wait, I saw somebody else. Where was it? Darn it. It goes so fast. Mr. Ruby Elf. And also, I just wanted to say that thank you so much for those people who have sent me something for my birthday or are making me something for my birthday. I totally appreciate it. I do have a new video coming out for you guys tomorrow, and I do see that Mr. Smee has graciously put my link to my YouTube channel in the chat. Thank you, Mr. Smee. And
Go subscribe to Mama Tori so she can regain the flexible body of her youth.
You guys do make me feel young. You really do. Like, I feel like I'm a part of the gang. And I've made so many friends from the channel. It's you guys are keeping me young. It's wonderful. You guys are a wonderful bunch of people. And some of you have been here since the very beginning, like four plus years. So I appreciate all of your kindness and all of your loyalty to Katori. And if you want to find out about the real St. Patrick, that's what my video is going to be about tomorrow. And you know that he is not Irish. So look for my video tomorrow and you'll find out all about it.
Mr. Wanapon donated and said, just to let you know, I'm about to have my last mentorship on this coming Friday. So goodbye, good night, and wish me luck. Well, best of luck, Mr. Wanapon. I hope it goes well for you.
Good night, and Mr. Wanapon, I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to say God bless you.
Avian donated and said, never say never. What is this, a Justin Bieber concert?
No.
Never?
See, the last thing I heard you say before I came downstairs.
No, I know exactly what he's saying.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
We ain't at a Justin Bieber concert. We ain't singing Baby, Baby, Oh. We are not having a dad's joke. I
think that was hilarious. Whoever asked that, that's hilarious.
It's not happening.
But who asked it? That's
it's
just
not
hilarious.
happening. I don't think they realize I do a lot of things out of spite. So
I know, but that was just hilarious to hear somebody say that, and you're like, that is never happening. That was
Cybern Man donated and said, so happy early Patty's Day from Cybern the Lucky. Well, thank you for the happy early Patty's Day to you too.
Thank you, Cybern Man.
Mr. Friends donated and said, are you still making custom videos? I make custom audios, and technically yes. Right now I'm still working on some commissions, so I'm not accepting any more right now because I want to prioritize those. Which also, Thane, I just want to give you an update on yours since I know you've been asking. It has been recorded. I'm currently editing it, so you should be getting it hopefully in a few days because it has been recorded. I'm just editing at the moment. But yes, I do those, so I recommend you following me on my Ko-fi, and that way when some slots open up, you'll be notified, and then you can possibly get a commission. So thank you for asking. Ty donated and said, just thought every video you do... Wait, just thought every video
Just
you
a
do...
thought.
Oh, just a thought. Just a thought. Every video you do, would you do a shout out to the channel members as well? I don't know. I mean, for Patreon, it's a bit easier to get that as a CVS form. So I don't know if that's something that I'll particularly do, because it'll be something else I have to do at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month. But it's a good suggestion. I'll definitely think about it if it's something that I can easily implement. So but yeah, thank you, Ty. Thank you. Thank you for the rose, Inept. Thank you for the rose.
Thank you for the rose. That's nice.
Avian said, baby, oh. You know,
Baby,
yeah.
baby, oh.
You know, it was funny. Oh gosh, you know, yeah. I recently heard that in a store recently, and I don't know why it made me laugh. It's been a long time since I heard that song. You were gonna post the contest winnings? Oh, you're right, Kokiri. Actually, I did finish Mr. Top Hats finally, so I can post them. I'll just have to remember to do that. But I actually did finally do Mr. Top Hats. His is finished. So yeah, I can always post those in the Discord or wherever if people would like to see them. That's from the dating show, in case you guys were curious. Like when we did the dating show, I gave people sketches for participating and for winning and stuff. So we can post those hopefully at some time. Neb donated and said, "Hope you'll like your Back to the Future related gift vomitory."
Ooh, so it is Back to the Future related. Ooh, well, Neb, I will like it. I'll tell you. I know I will like it. So just keep me updated when it arrives at the post office, and I will get there as lickety-split to get it.
Ty donated and said, "Like the videos on Tuesday and Friday." Well, thank you, Ty. I'm glad you like us going back to our regular schedule.
Hey, so I'm wondering, did anybody eat any pie today since it's Pie Day?
We're trying... Oh, no. Don't ask a question
Well, I just
right when we're
wondered.
about to leave.
And I felt so bad. I just saw Superstar Mario in the name in the chat, and I felt bad that I missed Mario Day on March 10th. I totally forgot about it.
I do things out of spite should be the line of an audio. You're right. It really should. Because while I don't advertise it, because, as being the channel that I am, usually Wholesome isn't really encompassing spite. I do have done quite a few things out of spite in my life, if we're being honest, because honesty is the best policy. But anyways,
Ooh, so Bobby had some blueberry pie. Mm-hmm.
And as a true Brit, Mr. Smee had a meat pie.
Oh really? Yeah, Mr. Ruby Elf, yes, if you didn't know this, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know, but Back to the Future is my favorite series.
And on that line, we are going to get out of here because I have some things I still have to do that I had to deal with from this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm tired. But again, thank you guys for chilling out and hanging out and, just chatting and, doing what we usually do, which is kind of random. It's pretty random in here, but it keeps things pretty fresh.
Yes.
Sly Coop donated and said Pie Day. Nope, it's the day that crabs fries. Oh. It's from the SpongeBob movie, March 14th.
Oh, why is it?
I will explain it to you later.
Okay.
Ty Marshall donated and said, "I mean a shout out to the channel members on the Tuesday and Friday vids." No, I know exactly what you meant. Like how we put Patreons at the end of the audio. I'm assuming that's what you meant. So that's I figured that's what you meant. But yeah, no, yeah, that's the reference from the SpongeBob movie when Mr. Krabs, it was times up where they didn't bring the crown back and he would have gotten murdered.
Oh.
But
Wait,
thank you all for...
Can I say one last thing? Just one last thing. For those of you people who don't follow me on Twitter, what the interesting thing about Pi Day today is that Albert Einstein used pi a lot in his mathematical
He was born
equations.
on March 14th.
Today is his actual birthday. He didn't invent pi, but he used it a lot, and today is his birthday, March 14th. So.
All right, y'all. See you guys later. I will talk to you all next week. We stream same time, same date, Saturday, 6 p.m. EST. At least I think so. I think so. I don't know. Well, I guess that depends. I guess it depends. I don't know. I guess it's gonna depend, isn't it?
Yes. It's going to depend.
That's what I mean. Because I don't know. Right now, a lot of things are up in the air with some plans that we previously had. So we will see. So at this point, it's still on for Saturday until further notice. But all right, y'all. I will talk to you next week. And if for some reason, it seems to be that I will not be able to stream next Saturday, I will let you all know ahead of time. But
Good
bye
night,
bye
everyone.
everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.